Queen Iden was the faithful and beloved wife of Oba, who gave up her life to save the entire Benin kingdom. Let's find out how. A long time ago, in the ancient Benin kingdom, there lived a great king called King Ewuakpe. He became the 26th monarch of the hereditary title of the Benin dynasty. Meanwhile, many years before Ewuakpe became king, Oba Eware had prophesied that there would be a time when Benin kingdom would experience bad times. This came to pass during the reign of Oba Ewuakpe. Now, after Oba Ewuakpe's coronation, he married a beautiful girl called Iden. Iden was a beautiful young lady in her mid-20s. She was born in Oka village, currently part of the Upper Sokomba Road in this present Benin city. Iden was a beauty to hold, very humble and loving. Oba Ewuakpe was a very young, handsome man, but lacked the tact of governance, which made the early part of his reign turbulent. The crown was passed over to him because his father, Akenuzama, declined to be the Oba, as he felt he was too advanced in age to be belabored with community services. And so, Ewuakpe ascended the throne as Oba. When Ewuakpe was king, people in his kingdom were very unhappy because he was not nice to them. He was more of a tyrant, rude and aggressive king. Things got really bad when his mom, the queen mother, Queen Ewebonoza, died, and instead of having a sad funeral, Oba Ewuakpe decided to organize a huge, elaborate funeral for his mom, and this made the people hot and angry. Oba Ewuakpe ordered the mass killing of human lives during the funeral of his queen mother, the late Queen Ewebonoza, at Uselu. The community got angry because of his flagrant disrespect for human lives. When it became apparent that the elders and the citizens of the kingdom could no longer accommodate the excesses of the king, they were compelled to sever connections with him. Therefore, they suspended all meetings at the palace, and all social services were also grounded. This uprising also affected all his wives, the royal slaves, and other palace attendants who all left the palace. The palace became deserted. The Oba was no longer regarded as an Oba. The palace became completely empty. The Oba would have been left all alone, except for Queen Iden, who demonstrated her loyalty and love for her dear husband by staying with him through thick and thin. With time, life in the palace became unbearable for Oba Ewuakpe, and he decided to go to his mother's town at Ikoka. But unfortunately, and to his greatest surprise, he wasn't well treated there. When he arrived in Ikoka, he wasn't received with open arms. He was treated with so much disrespect. They ordered him to join the youths of the town to clear the road paths leading to the community well. You can imagine asking a whole Oba to join the youths to clean the community well in preparation for the rainy season. He felt disrespected. He was angered. He felt his esteemed position has been disrespected, that he had to leave that place. But before he left, he cursed the town of Eghosa. In his sad state of mind, he came back to Benin. During this devastating period, Queen Iden became the only friend and comforter of her dear husband, Oba Ewuakpe. All the other wives left the palace, and as she made herself present as the king's only hope in time of calamity. In her quest to find a solution to her husband's problem, Queen Iden decided to consult the oracle because she felt she had to do something to help her husband out of this situation. She believed that after consulting the oracle, there would be a solution to their problem. When Queen Iden visited the oracle, she was told that there is actually a solution to the Oba's problem, but all they have to do is to sacrifice a human being to appease the gods. And after sacrificing a human being, that there will be restoration to Oba Ewuakpe's throne, and the great Benin kingdom would be at peace again. Immediately after finding out the solution to the problem, she headed for the palace to inform her dear husband of what the oracle has said. The message from the diviner aggravated Oba Ewuakpe because Queen Iden told the Oba that she was willing to sacrifice herself for the great Benin kingdom and to restore her darling husband's throne. Besides, there were no one in the palace, not even a single human being, free or bonded, besides his dear wife, Queen Iden, who incidentally was the conveyor of these reports. So, the possibility of getting somebody else for the human sacrifice became remote for the royal couple. In the absence of any other person, Queen Iden volunteered to be used as the sacrificial lamb needed by the gods for the restoration of the kingdom and his royalty. As soon as Queen Iden suggested to her husband that she would submit herself for the supreme prize as demanded by the ancestors, Oba Ewuakpe became nervously bitter as he could not comprehend the possibility of himself killing his dear wife, who had stood by him through thick and thin, in order to atone for the sins she had not committed. But the determined queen encouraged the royal hands to shed her blood, if only that would appease the ancestral spirits of the land of Benin, so as to put aside the upheaval in the kingdom. When it became glaring to Oba Ewuakpe that there was no other way out of this predicament, he considered reluctantly to pressure mounted by his faithful queen to be sacrificed to the gods. Eventually, he buried her alive on the spot near the Oba markets in the heart of Benin metropolis. Before Queen Iden voluntarily offered herself as an atonement to the gods, she requested one favor from the king, that he should make sure her graveside is kept clean at all times. And again, she also cautioned against any person treading on her grave, or else such trespasser should be killed on the spot as a mark of respect for her blessed memories. And I feel this is because Queen Iden had no child for the Oba. Consequently, her desire was strictly adhered to, until the bloody invasion by the British forces in 1897. Queen Iden was therefore a woman of faithful wordiness, faithful to give her life, and died for her husband, Oba Ewuakpe, to thrive and for Benin Kingdom to regain peace and unity. As soon as Oba Ewuakpe finished the sacrificial rituals, some of the prominent chiefs of the kingdom called for the throne and its aggrieved subjects. Other Benin chiefs started paying homage to the Benin monarch again and pledged their loyalty to the bereaved Oba Ewuakpe. And truly, when peace, unity, and prosperity returned to the kingdom, she was not a part of it. Oh, what a demonstration of love. Then all other Benin came into the same spirit to pledge their allegiance to Oba Ewuakpe's authority over them as their king. Consequently, the entire kingdom was reconciled back to the king and remained loyal to the royal majesty till the end of his reign. Oba Ewuakpe reigned for 12 years. Since it was necessary to celebrate such reunions, the subjects came together at the palace and rolled out drums and made the occasion a memorable one. During this happy mood, the people were taken back to see their king, weeping profusely in the midst of merriment. Instead of being happy for the reunion, this made his subjects to inquire from the Oba why he was weeping. The Oba replied that the motive behind his tears was because of his desire to mourn the sacrificial demise of his dear and beloved wife, Queen Iden. He went further to narrate the ordeal they both went through in the palace when everybody deserted him. At the time, the kingdom fell apart, which resulted in the untimely exit of his best friend and beloved queen. Queen Iden is the only person, be it man or woman, born of a human that has demonstrated true love to her husband and kingdom. Retrospectively, therefore, in view of what transpired in the Benin Kingdom during the reign of Oba Ewuakpe 500 years ago and the role played by a woman in the person of Queen Iden should ensure the continued existence of the Benin Kingdom and monarchy. And so, this is the story of Queen Iden. Thank you so much for listening to my story. This is Onye Stories and Folktales. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so when I post more stories, you get to see them. Bye-bye.